And here we go. This is a long one. I'm starting at St. Andrew's College, just by the football fields, I guess. Here, if you look to your right there they are. You can't really see them from this picture standpoint, but they're there. I was in the shade to get started, and away I go. That's Young Street on the left. There's the field. Now you can see them. Okay. Here you got the poles on the right and the cars on the left. That's Young Street in Aurora. And I'm going to just see if I can get all the way home. I'm not sure how far it is. I think it's about, maybe 2 miles or just about. 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. I don't know. It's quite a ways. I'd have to look it up on the map, Google Map at St. Andrew's College, Aurora, and then my place up on McBride Crescent past the baseball diamonds. But this is St. Andrew's College. Their football and soccer field, I guess. And this is the entrance to their college right there. You go down that. I've done a video on that one. There's somebody leaving. Missed that pole. See, I don't know why. He likes to go around things. Now it's out there out in the middle of Young Street for a second there. It gets out there and bring itself back into where it should be. And we carry on. This section on the right there, they just built that. I think it's maybe an entrance, like where you go and sign up to get in and everything. They've just added females to the school now. They used to be just an all-boys school. Now there's females there too, so I think that has something to do with it. But it's all new, that part. And all along here, on the right, they built, you'll see it in a few minutes, there's a wooden pathway that leads from that wooded area back there that leads into the college also. And they bought the property all the way from there, all the way to the corner, and turned it into school property, I guess, of some sort. Buildings. I haven't got the drift on. You can see the path now. I've walked down that there with my scooter. Well, not walked it, but took my scooter down that path. You got to hang it right just at the trees back there. And we're just clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clop up on Young Street. There's the entrance to one of the school part. You go in that gate and there's buildings back there. I guess they hold classes, art classes maybe. I think I seen a sign like that, said art on it. And then it goes back for about maybe 1,000 yards too. Right, it's about the same length as where the school is. And then the houses start. Wow, some of the houses, gee whiz, 5 million or more. Yeah, they just built that little wooden pathway just last year. I wasn't sure of the purpose of it. I guess just to make it look good. It is a kind of a good-looking thing to look at. Nice to walk on, I guess. It's got little benches on those round sections that go around the trees and that. It fills up with water, too, and you can see waterfowl. There we go. You'll see the end of it as we come up to the end. Somebody's actually had an accident, crashed right into the end. There's like a bench and all that. Yeah, right here, see where this turns right into there. There was a bench right there. It's gone now. But somebody went boop, boop, and hit it right. They missed the traffic lights, but hit the sign. But this is St. John's in Aurora, I guess just south of the Newmarket Aurora border. So I whip across the street and carry on. And then farther up, the sidewalk ends. And I have to get across the street. I didn't want to stop for the lights because I don't know about the bird. I don't know how it's going to react while it sits there and waits for a set of lights to change. So I just carried on this side. And I know I can zip across on the other side. I do. You'll see it. There's a right turn lane here and a bike lane. They're doing construction right now, so you can't see the lines anymore. But there's a line there for bikes where I am. People know it that come here, but if they don't know, they don't know. But they can see the old guy on the scooter Okay, here I go. No traffic coming this way. I go that way, but that guy will look up and say, "You stop. No, oh yeah, right. He's not going to stop, that guy. But everybody else slows down for me. There we go. And I wave him on. Oh, see? Likes to go around things. He's at signs. He sees it coming. So I'm going to go to the right of it instead of the left of it. And here we are. We're in the bike lane again. I raised it up a little bit. Put it forward out a little bit. Just in case there's trucks. 18-wheelers, they're a little taller than cars. And this thing was set for about 8 feet. That's as low as it can go. And it's out about 20 feet, I guess. 25 feet, and I guess about 20 feet up. 25 feet up, maybe. If I remember right, whatever 6 meters is. 6.3, I remember seeing somewhere along here. Right where I am, there's usually a line just to the, as you're looking at, to the right of me, and it's a bike lane. But they've dug up all the pavement on this road just last week, as you can see the cones, and put in nice new flat surface. Well, they haven't finished yet, but they're still working on it, but for the most part, it's done. Like, the middle lane's done, I think, but the right lane on this one, or left lane, I guess, as you're looking at it, isn't done yet. And on the far side, south side, it's all done from the lights behind me. Well, in front of me. I'm looking at it, so I'm saying behind me. But as I where I'm going, there's lights there, and I go. So somewhere here, I'm going to go across the street because there's a sidewalk across the street with the new subdivision. And I've got to go that way to turn left at the lights anyway, so I'm going to zip across and go on this sidewalk, I thought. This was my intentions. And I get a little farther, I guess. Yeah, I got to get up to this one where the road is. I should have done that then, because there's no cars coming. But I didn't know that, and I probably wasn't thinking about it at the time. Here's now I'm thinking about it. I'm starting to look back. Okay, I got to turn here. And I look back over here, I go, okay, I'm cool. I made it past that part. Now middle lane, no problem. I'm going this way and nobody's coming. And zip away, I go across the other side. Bang, no problem. But there's the problem. Here's the problem. See, I haven't quite finished the sidewalks in the corner yet. It's still a little muddy here. And the fence is down, and I go across. Nice pavement here, it's all new. Goes right up to the lights. But, see the guys on the right there, they're building a fence there. That's about, it's over 10 feet. Because you can see the guy standing on top, and then he's got a ladder going up on that. I haven't figured out what it's part of the complex, but why did they put it there? Like it's blocking maybe the end of the street? I don't know. I'll have to look at it when it's all done. It was kind of confusing the way it was, because it wasn't going around anybody's yard. Maybe they're building a pen of some sort. But there's a subdivision. It's all new, and that's going to go from Yonge Street right over to Bathurst, which is about 2 miles, whatever there. Oh, I got up and I went. Oh, I must have screwed up on the editing there. Got up and got down. And do that sometimes. My finger slips and pulls something forward, and it's starting over again. But that one's sort of a quick. I should have caught that the first time before I started doing the sound. But anyway, that's the new subdivision on the right. A friend of mine, he lives further up. I'll probably be passing his house later, or just about. He sold that house and bought one down here. He didn't actually sell it. He just leased it to somebody, a friend of his, I guess. A Chinese guy. his dog and my dog were buddies. Well, they're still buddies, but he's just not down there anymore. I don't see him because he doesn't live there anymore. He lives down here somewhere. The wife was thinking about getting a place down here too, doing the same thing, lease out our place, but well, we are where we are. Closer to that's actually the back of this one. You can get to the same park. You're at the south end of it because I used to come down here with my bike. But see, I get to here, and the fence is blocked. I thought I could get by, but until I came anyway. But see the fence? See the sign, sidewalk closed? And I'm looking at, what do I do now? Ah, darn, I gotta go back. I start backing up. Turn around. And he's following me back. He says, what are you doing? We were going that way. Sorry, buddy, I gotta turn around. And off I go. And it says, okay, here I come. I gotta get in front of you. Zip around. I'm talking for the Mavic myself right now. And there it goes back in front of me. And I'm going southbound again. I'm supposed to go left at those lights. But I couldn't. So we have to make the trip back down, hang a right, go through the new subdivision, which was cool. We got to see a little bit of it. I've been there before from different ways, from the south end, or the west end, I guess it would be. When you come down the path from my house, that's where it ends, at this subdivision. And south of this subdivision, down on St. John's, they're building up from St. John's up towards this subdivision, farther west with these are the big houses, like, I don't know how many bedrooms, big, but probably over 5,000 square feet. They're big, they're the mansion ones. I'll have to get a video of that one day. Seen it as I was driving by the other day. Of course, there isn't really any houses there yet. It's just they're putting in the sewage and electric and all that kind of stuff and road work. Yeah, I wonder why it slowed down for a second, come up and looked at me, and then backed up again. It does that every once in a while. I guess it's just checking things out. And away we go. Getting close to where those guys are doing that wall again. There it is, yeah. On the top. There's that fence. It's closed. I should have paid attention. I've been down there a couple of times already. If only I'm across the street instead of coming down this side. When they were doing the corners up there. As you can see, nobody's got a front yard yet. It's just dirt. They're still doing construction. A lot of people have moved in. I think a lot of people bought them just as investments. You see them, they buy them, and they haven't even finished yet, and they've got for sale signs on them. Nobody's even moved in. So as I'm thinking, they buy it and wait a year until they get in possession, because they bought it before it was built. And by the time it's built, they get an extra, probably a couple, 200, 500,000 for it. Like we bought our place, was at 2015, I guess it was, for $690. Now it's it's worth 1.3 now. That's almost double, or pretty much double. And we're still going to hold on to it. There's people on the corner that got 1.5, so that drives the price up too. The people beside us, they're just putting their house up for sale. They're going for 1.3. The people across the street, they got 1.3.3. I guess they call it. Down the street, there's 1.4. So it all depends what you got. We got a separate entrance for separate basement. Like you can put an apartment down there. It's unfinished. When we bought it said unfinished basement, ready for your imagination, with roughed-in bathroom and all that stuff. It's still that way. But the only thing we've changed, we've got one of those on-demand water heaters. It hangs on the wall. When you turn on the water, it heats it up right away. No tank, just the way you go. And was it 2-3 days ago, we got a new furnace and air conditioner. Oh, was that ever nice? Nice and cold. Really nice. I got it set for 16. Like when the wife left this morning, because today, right now, it's 84 at 420. Oh, look at that. It's 420. What's that mean? See how it goes by something? Like, it didn't have to go around that little lift thing over there, but it did. See it? That thing back there? It could have hung right, but no, it won't see something, because I'm going to go around it. I guess it just does that to show off what it can do. But I carried on. I didn't think nothing of it, because I knew it was going to do it anyway. It does that kind of stuff. And now here, I could go right and follow the road around, but I noticed a path right here. Went between the houses. And I said, well, I'll check that out. And away we go. House on the left, house on the right. There it is. And out we come. The other side is another house. It was a longer path, more houses. I thought there's only one. I guess one on the street, one on that street. Backyard. They got a backyard. They've been there for a while, I guess. But most people don't have any grass yet. And I really come. Now watch, somewhere. See that kid? He sees me coming out. And I guess he's puzzled right now. He's looking. He's staring at it. He's going. You can tell. I don't know, but I know what happened later. So that's what I'm thinking right now. He's down there and he's, wow, what was that? Was that ever neat? And he's still thinking about it, but then off he comes. He gets on his bike. See him? Here he comes. He says, he's going to check that out. And he's pedaling like crazy, I guess. He's looking, he's watching. Now I start wavering back and forth to see how it handles after the little boo-boo in the tree. New propellers right now and everything. It's running fine. Didn't really hurt itself. I made a mistake of going. I don't know what the obstacle avoidance didn't set in, but I went up as high as I thought I should, and then I went left and there was a tree there. Bang. I thought, when it did that, and I thought, what? See this kid, he's asking me questions now. Who's flying that? Are you flying that? I said, no, it flies by itself. I just see there's the controller. I show him the controller. It's sitting in there, and away you go. And then I rabble off a price. Like the whole Fly More package is $4,200. You mean $4,000? Yeah. Okay, see you later. Have a good day. That's what it was all about. That's Canadian, by the way, $4,200. That's the Fly More package and all that kind of stuff. Now this is where the baseball diamonds are. You're familiar with those. I start there a lot of my videos. That's where I went the first time I ever had a drone. You take it there, and I remember when I first got one, you get that feeling you don't want anybody to see you flying it because you think there's going to be a problem. Now nobody cares. I get cops coming over and asking me where they can get one and how it does that, what it's called, and all that kind of stuff. 3 times now I've had that. See, there's the baseball diamond coming up on the right. It is there. Well, there's that sign back there that you can see. That's the path at the bottom of it on the south end. And I go in this end where the top end is. I go in this way all the time with Bentley. He pulls me this way, actually. He knows about it. And down you go. The baseball diamond's just to my left as your... Or right, to the right of me as you're looking at it. There it is. But I've been down here many times in past videos that you've seen if you've watched any of my videos. So, it goes around the trees. Watch it now, it's coming up. We're going to be going down the path. This is where I started the Riding Dirty video. It was just to my right back there in the field. And then down I went this way. But I don't turn up the road to go to Colton. I keep on going. Yeah, I went to the left a little bit so it wouldn't go behind the baseball diamond fence and over the bases. See the bases there? One time it went around and over the field to the left. But this time it went this and still went around trees, but I didn't want it to get stuck behind the fence. It wouldn't, but because I made it before, but didn't want it to do that just in case. I was still worried about the tree incident. I still am right now. So I'm overly cautious. Like right now it's pretty high. I usually have it a little lower. I keep trying to put it down lower, but for some reason it doesn't. But it made it. I guess it just knew what it was doing. I always try to bear when I'm turning to as far as I can so it doesn't go too far that way, because right now, on my right, as you're looking at it, that's a whole wall of trees. Going around this corner, same thing. On the right or left of me, same thing, trees, and there's a pond behind those trees. You try to bear to the point where it's going to stay as far away from whatever you're going to afraid of hitting. It doesn't. It sees it and it moves, but you don't know. You get that feeling, that anxiety of, is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? And it does. Mavic 3 Pro over the basic, the one that came out last year where you had to wait for the updates after Christmas and before Christmas and all that stuff. That one had a mind of its own, but this one, it's spot on. Like you put it through its paces and it doesn't falter. Like this is where I did the two skidios. Started back there at the baseball diamond, where the one in front of me, one behind me, riding dirty. Yeah. That was a 17-minute video if you watched it from the point of where I made it and then it whittled it down to the spliced videos. That started right here, and I went up that little pathway there up to the road in the riding dirty video. But this time I just went straight this way. Behind me to the right, there's a bridge that goes straight up to my house too, where you pass two more bridges. But I wanted to go this way because the battery was getting low. I'm thinking, I don't know that yet, but I find out a little farther on. That's a Great Dane right there that went by. I see him all the time with Bentley. And the two ladies there, they were just sitting there looking at it as I go by. You can't hear it, but I have my music playing right now. Yeah, this thing doesn't record music. But as you can see, there's trees and fences and everything, both sides. A lot of nice houses. That's on Colton. It's the backyard of houses on Colton. And on the right, there's as you're looking at it, there's a little like a marsh swamp where the small river that runs down from the pond where the ducks are and geese that I got pictures of. It starts there and it filters through all the way down in here, down past St. John's where the St. Andrew's School is. It actually passes St. Andrew's School too, and down through into South Aurora somewhere. I don't know where it goes from there, but I know it passes the college. And right here I'm coming, I don't see all the trees behind me. There was a tunnel going through there, but it went down the way it should. Now here, I'm going to be going up a hill, and as I go up the hill, it looks like it's only about 2 feet from the ground right here at this point. Like it's staying at a certain height. See how it's almost looking at me? And then I get to the top, and off it goes. It gets higher again. And we're out on the street. This is Sawmill Valley Road. And this was the riding dirty road when I turned onto it, and the two cars were waiting. This guy here, he's behind me. He's going to let me go. He's got patience. There's a little thing where there's where I turned on the riding dirty video right there. But I kept on going this time. I go to the school. At this point, I guess I can't, 24 minutes into the flight. I said the battery was 40 minutes. So now I'm looking at the clock, 45 seconds. I pulled into the schoolyard here. So far, see the shadow? That guy and his kid, they came by later as I'm over here. But. Go through the school parking lot, go up the ramp, and there's a tree right there, but it stayed on the side of it and carried on. And I, okay, there we go. See the tree in the fence and that building pole. So here's where it gets interesting. I'm driving along. I'm trying to get to the splash pad, splash park, I guess, whatever they call it. And then right here, see it stop? Return to home. Return to home was the college where I left 24 minutes ago. I guess 25 minutes ago. I caught it right here, turned it around, and brought her back. There's a splash pad up on the top of the picture there as we're coming back. Many flights in this schoolyard. So I brought her back, got her in front of me again, put the little green arrow on me, or green box, hit forward, and away I go. No problem. Put the controller back in the box. See, that's why I don't have it behind me sometimes. I've just started trying it lately, but when I've got it behind me, I hold on to the controller because you don't know where it is. You can hear it, but you don't know what it's doing. So at this thing there, if it had happened and I had it behind me, it would have went off, returned to home, and I wouldn't know about it, and I'm going to be driving along thinking it's behind me. And then all of a sudden I pick it up and it's gone. Then they'd have to bring it back to me. I thought of that when that happened. Wow, it's a good thing it was in front of me. But here's the school where the splash pad. I'm going to go by that and you'll see what happens. Where you go, that usual pathway to the trees. Now we're into the basketball field now coming up. That's actually toilets on the right there. Here comes the basketball field. I do a little zippy-doo across it. This guy looks at me. And they watch me for a few seconds. And he's still watching. See the guy on the right there? He's still watching me. But here's where I go through. I go here all the time. And it was a little higher than it usually is, but it's still ducked under the trees. See it go down a little bit. Went around that one. It likes to go around things. Brought it back over this way, and then it went that way. But now I'm to the, coming up. You'll see in a second. See the pathway to my right, the little trail? That's usually where I go up, but I'm about 3 feet to the left of that as you're looking at it. So kept them on this side of those trees. Usually it goes on the other side of those trees if I'm in my regular path. But I didn't do it. I stayed it a little bit longer. And going up this way, I see this guy coming, so I had to swing to the right as far as I can to bring it over so he wouldn't panic. It was higher anyway. It doesn't come below 8 feet. It's very hard to do. There's a way to do it, but the way it's set right now, it won't go below 8 feet on active track. And off I go. I'm just coming up to my street now. There I am, my street. Somebody hit that little cones there. Somebody come around the corner and hit that pole. It had a light on it. Like that pole right there, same kind of pole. See how tall that one is. See the light on top. They look like gas lamps, but there's a bulb in it. And here I go to my house. Right now, it's starting to beep. It says I've got about a minute to return home. That's what I'm picking it up for. I go, oh no, don't go anywhere. Make it home, make it home, make it home. I'm ready to... Can't, because now it would return home. It would be to... maybe it would be back to the same place. I don't know. But so far it hasn't said anything about return home, but it just says land, low battery warning. It's giving me that beep, beep, beep. And I'm not far. Only about 100 feet away now. I get to about here. Okay. There's my house, just past that pole. It's in front of it's right at my driveway. I brought it back to me. And did the old hand catch. with seconds to go on the battery, I imagine. Because it was just beeping away. And the obstacle avoidance too, you hear that bam, bam, bam noise. And let's see, have I got it yet? No, still going. There, I've caught it. Yeah, now I've got it. Have a good day.